Now today I'm going to do a video of 3 prospects I disagree on with consensus boards. This can be from where I had them ranked to the position I think they should be playing. And first up, as you can see with the video on screen, it's Emeka Egbuka is my number 1. And this is not me coming on here saying I think Emeka Egbuka is a bad player. I disagree with how a lot of people think he can be a 2 in the NFL. To me, he's a third option. He's a slot. Maybe he can play a little outside. I'd prefer him in the slot. But I don't really think he's going to have major production at the NFL level. I think he's going to be a solid third option on a championship level team. He's not someone I want to see a team who needs a second option draft in the first round. If it's a team that's pretty loaded, like look at the Philadelphia Eagles, for example, if they decide to go Emeka Egbuka, I'd be like, yeah, that's perfect, because he'd be the third option there with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. Maybe fourth, depending on how much they target Dallas Goedert. But he's got talent. He has good route running ability. He is from the Brian Hartline school of wide receivers. So of course he's not going to be bad. But I just don't see him being this number 1, number 2 guy that a lot of people think he is. Up next would be Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker is someone I view as a linebacker. I know a lot of people have him as an edge because of Nolan Smith. But to me, Nolan Smith had better traits than Jalen Walker does. And Jalen Walker he doesn't really play like NFL edge to me. I feel like he's a better linebacker. And you can be like, well, how is he going to use his pass rush skills? You can bring a linebacker on a blitz. It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, he's only in coverage or he's only playing the run. You can use him as a pass rusher from the linebacker position. But I think he's someone that can also play downhill very good, stuff runs, play that at a very good level, has good lateral movement side to side, can chase guys from behind, can be just overall a disruptor on the defensive side of the ball. And a lot of teams need that. And I know linebackers aren't the sexy pick. I get it. They don't play cornerback. They don't play edge. They don't get the big sexy plays. But look at the teams that prioritize middle linebackers. What do they have in common? They win. And they all kind of have guys who are very traitsy. Jalen Walker is a very traitsy guy. He's still raw at the position, don't get me wrong. His coverage ability could use a lot of work, and it's still a work in progress. But you can't help but watch him and think, this guy has something at this position. At edge, he's undersized. An offensive lineman gets his hands on him, he ain't going anywhere. And that's going to be a big problem if they try to utilize him like that at the NFL level. Because offensive linemen are just much better from college to the pros. And he's not going to be on this superstar team like he was at Georgia. Georgia has a lot of great things going for it with their defenders. And there's so much talent on there that offensive lines cave because they have to block a lot of guys who will be playing on Sunday, even if they're not star level players. They'll be playing on Sundays, which is a big jump for college level. And we see a lot of players pick up scraps from it, and then they go to the NFL. They don't get those scraps, and it's a struggle we see. Walker has talent. I would just rather see him play the linebacker position, which I think he has more potential and more talent at, than the edge position, which I think he'll just flare out at, unfortunately. Now, you can draft him. You can try both out. Don't get me wrong. But I would just much rather prefer you have him learn the linebacker position earlier on. Now, here's a guy who I'm far lower on than people that I've learned throughout this draft process. Derek Harmon. And this is no shot against Derek Harmon. I don't view him as a first-round pick in this class. To me, he's best suited as a middle day 2 pick, which is where I still think he goes. He's not really that great against the run, and before people say he had great run grades, rush defense grades from PFF, I'd argue watch those games and then have the thought in mind, what can those teams do? Are they good running teams or what? And the answer is Oregon didn't play many good run teams. They played Boise State, a G5 school, over 200 yards. Ohio State carved them up twice on the ground. Penn State nearly had 300 yards rushing. They just were not that great at stopping the run. They just didn't play anyone who could really run the ball at an effective rate. And that's something we saw. Now, does he make some tackles? Yes, absolutely. He's a big guy. He has a big range. I don't think he is the best tackler in this draft. I think he is way too close off sometimes, leading to missed tackles in the run game. But the one thing I can't take away from him is he's a tremendous pass rusher. Now, Harmon will be a guy who's going to have a good NFL career because he's so good at rushing the passer. It's a specialist it's what he's going to do. He will be a third down mercenary for many years to come. But my concern with Harmon is that first and second down. If a team decides to run it, he can't be out there. And if you need to stop the run to get the ball back to score a touchdown late, he can't be out there. Those are concerns I have with a first-round pick. Unless your defensive line is beyond loaded, like a Philadelphia Eagles, to me, you cannot draft a player like that in the first round. Again, he will have plays that he will come out and he will beat a guy. But it's not consistent. And the teams he does it against often from his college tape were really bad. Like, let's look at Oregon like it was. They didn't play too many great teams. They played the 3 teams they played that made the college football playoffs. All beat them up front. It's just what happened. Ohio State dominated them up front. Boise State beat them up front. G5 school. And then Penn State manhandled them, getting nearly 300 rushing. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers by the NFL draft. I know it's a week out. I'm still trying to grind away. There's going to be a lot of videos getting uploaded this weekend to try and hit that mark. If you'd share this, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you disagree with me, go down in the comment section. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on these 3 players I highlighted today. What do you think? Am I being a little bit too critical of them? Or am I right? But thank you very much for watching and have a great day.